Namaste. Namaste. All be blessed and all be lovely. You all are love. Sending you all the love that is. Feel this love. So, Rumi said, everything is known, felt in the light of your love. And masters through time are always pushing us a little bit to feel, stop thinking, stop trusting our mind and its suggestions, and feel the reality in the heart. Pleiadian teaching also, everything is known in the light, felt in the heart deeply. You know, in this world, it's a matrix of the mind, conspiracy against feeling through ages. Feeling and emotions were always, how to say, ridiculed and labeled as something useless, as something fantasy, something that is an obstacle to your success in this world. You know. But in reality, in the feeling, everything is known. You are known in the feeling, in the heart. And you know everything as it is if you feel and think later. All the masters said, activate your mind from the heart. May your heart guide your mind, mean the feeling in your heart, then thinking, then acting according to, then believing, then trusting, then having faith, then doing. You know, it's matrix of the mind, where feeling is prohibited and ridiculed. But in this way, we don't know ourselves and we don't know nothing. Everything on the surface are appearances, and mind is processor that processes the senses, physical senses, what we see, what we smell, what we hear, what we read, also see what we touch. And then we calculate in the mind, we believe, we don't, we do or don't. But reality may be totally different, you know. Like I may speaking here, I may be love, I may not be love. God knows. That's why we have to feel. True master doesn't want to convince you he's the light, but want to convince you that you feel the light, so you know the light. So you are the light also, so you will not be deceived by the false light. Appearances, the words, we all can speak so nicely. We all can write nicely. I mean, not really. Yeah. If you feel, you know if the word is of love or deceitful gain. It has no inner value, truth in it. So, speaking, somebody can tell you they love us, somebody can speak very elevated wisdom. There was one case in India, one great guru was inviting some man to speak, and that man spoke about love so deeply and lovely. All the disciples of that old guru were so, I don't know, enchanted, so wow, what he's speaking. And you know, in India, you clean the negative places, the negative energy with cow dung. It's pure. Ka is high dimensional animal. And when that man left that was speaking, everybody is so enchanted. And the old guru said, please bring the cow dung and clean that place where he was sitting. And all the disciples were, what? Why? What? It's so beautiful, so divine, so. And he said, just please go clean. You may think, but you don't know. And you will know why you have to clean. So somebody can speak very nicely and chant so many. Usually cheaters enchant masses. Masses don't feel, masses only think about the grammar and the perfect words and the external behavior, politeness, pleasing, and like this. But their mind is pleased and then they vote for that. And usually such people, they lead great institutions, religions that rule big portion of this world. And the reality of their intention, of their truth, and the words they speak may be totally different, totally opposite, you know. And it's same in politics, it's same in science, it's everywhere in the news, everywhere. They tell us something, and the mind has to believe it, has to accept it. But if you really feel, and if you trust your heart, you see their lies, you see their deceptions, you feel it. The words are coming, but these words are not backed up with truth. And masses get deceived because they live in the mind. That's why masters always said, live in the heart. May mind be your instrument, your tool, but may your heart feel the truth, So like this, those who know themselves, those who feel deeply, they can see through their lies. They can see beautiful words speaking, but selfish intention within, dark intention, dark purpose, separation. They can see shiny clothes, everything, politeness, everything external to the eye, perfect behavior, so nice. Yet the intention and the purpose may be completely opposite. It's pretending. And if we don't feel, we only think and we judge what we see and calculate, we may get fooled. I know in this my experience of long ago, it's almost 2 decades, no, little like that, yeah. When I started spiritual journey searching in India and like this, I was enchanted by shining, washed gurus who were polite, nice, and everything, perfect behavior, everything. But I got enslaved and I got really terrorized by religion and darkness behind that external purity, And then I found later masters who were living in some villages, all dirty, bad behavior, not polite. I'm also I'm not polite always. I can be like them sometimes. In India, people understand this. But in them I found the truth. I felt. Because when I was so abused by religion and enslaved and like this, I started to develop feeling. One master of that religion actually activated me. And from that time I felt, and I just left. Because I felt this is complete lies, deception, saying one thing, doing completely other thing, saying freeing the souls, but enslaving the souls, and like this. And then I felt in some old masters who were dirty, not so polite and nice behavior, but they had real enlightenment, real love, real gifts in their heart. And masses of people go there, that pure temples, but it's a soldier discipline, it's slavery, it's all these institutions, it's like it's supporting matrix in some way on one pillar, enslaving there. putting do that, you don't do that, fears and all the even threats, and you're not good enough if you don't do that. If you leave us, you will have problems with your enlightenment, or even something worse, they say. So like this, externally looking so pure and in order and beautiful, but internally people get abused and terrorized and enslaved. And then old men who look like, I don't know, like they have run out of the jungle, bad behavior, not polite, but if you come close to them, if you respect them, they give you that love, they give you that freedom, they give you that teaching, they give you that truth and that feeling. They want you to be as great within as they are. So mind cannot see this. Mind gets tricked by all the signs on the surface, and mostly people live in mind. They don't feel, and they get deceived, and they waste their lives serving darkness, but thinking that they serve light and they'll go to heaven and I don't know what. Like this, we can get very deceived if we don't feel. We can just listen and read the words, and according to that, we assess if this person is pure or is impure. We can say, I've seen many times, people want some external superficial behavior. That is how master behaves, and this is so. If you, I like comedy, I like sometimes getting very extreme, prove some points, no limitations. I see everything like this, and somebody can see this and they judge this as impure and low and like this. You know, we judge in the mind according to external appearances, and we label, this is what they do, this is what they don't do. If they do that, they do such comedy, this is disrespectful, this is blasphemy. And like this, mind has its ideas, calculations, and usually ends up of supporting the darkness by thinking that it supports the light, because there's no feeling. In feeling, you know what is behind the words, what is the purpose, what is the intention, what is the purity of the heart, what is the truth behind what somebody is saying, what somebody is expressing, what somebody is doing. You see the light, you see the darkness, you feel it. And if you are really good at feeling, you know, and just even reading a sentence is enough to just make you say goodbye. Somebody can say word fuck, you fuck, and they will give so much love into it because this is their nature. Some men are like this, they tell you fuck. But in that they will give inside you my best friend, and this energy you can feel, you know. And then I'm not upset. There's actually one brother here who was doing that. And I actually felt his love inside, okay. And I was smiling, happy, okay. You know, it's his love, his sincerity. He's not putting negativity into that word or anything, opposition. And some people flatter and write so much love, but you can just feel inside how it's fake and in their heart is something completely different. And then it really disturbs me, you know, like this. We have to know that angels in human bodies are on earth now that really feel us, sometimes that we don't feel ourselves even. And we may think that we hide things, but no, everything is clear in the light. More and more you ascend, more and more you know in the feeling. And they may think as they pretend and try to present some picture to you, but you will know. You will feel and you will smile. But at that level, you are master. You don't even tell them that you see and know. You just smile. But you know you cannot be deceived. You know the purity of intention. You feel it. You know the truth behind it. You know if it's there. True love, true light. There's deception. You can feel everything. And I was blessed to really I know I always, even in young age, I never said I think. This says much. If we say I feel or I think, this shows where we live. I was always saying I feel, I feel, I feel. I was blessed to really, my mind is crazy, but I was blessed to trust my heart and feel always. So like this. So maybe just few words about how to feel, how to develop that mastery of knowing and feeling as it is, deep inside the intention and the purpose of the dimension of the expression of the word, of the action that somebody's doing. You know, how to. I can tell you a little bit how it's to be done, but you have to practice it. If it's for you, there are other ways, but this way is more simple. I like simple ways. I'm just simple man who feels and just do what he feels. So, and in feeling, we really can know everything what God wants us to know at topmost, like this. Just you have to trust our heart. This is the first thing. The feeling comes. When you walk in a building, when somebody comes to you, you feel, oh, something is wrong. Oh, something is so beautiful. That's the first feeling. Then the thought comes in the mind. You know. And that's the truth that you should follow, that first feeling about anything. You just get a feeling. Oh, I trusted this always, and I learned always that it is true, and then I trusted it is true, and it developed into mystic power of seeing and feeling deep within what they don't want me to see. You have to trust what you feel, that first notch, first feeling. But the nature of our mind is, and our human nature, when we get that feeling, it's also maybe message from the higher realms, from our higher self, from our source self. But then we have to prove it in our mind, check it. We have to own it, you know. And then we go ask somebody, if is this true, if is that, and we go thinking, no, no, nee, nee, nee. We lose in the mind, and then we lose that truth. We don't trust the feeling. We have to get the evidence in the mind. Mind has to have proven what he felt now, what heart felt. So we do mistake. We go asking others, and we go thinking over, and we lose it. This is not the way. We get that feeling, we follow that feeling. And the mind wants to check by others. Mind wants to calculate it through. No, trust that feeling. If you felt it is there, go there. If you feel, oh, there's something wrong with this person, go away. If you just get the feeling that you know something, this and that happened just there, it is probably, most probably. I'll follow it. If you feel, oh, this person, that's how healers trust their feelings. This person has pain in their right hand. They have. You have to trust it. But mind wants to always, it doesn't trust and you lose it and then you don't follow it. You know, you trust your mind then and then you do something else. But more and more you trust that feeling, more and more you will go after it and more you will get the confirmation that it was the truth. And then more and more you are to trust that what you feel on the first ball is what it is, and it is to become more you, more natural for you. Mind will no more control you. As mind will want to evaluate it and analyze it and prove it, you shut the mind down. And the mystic power of feeling everything as it is, known in the light as it is to get developed and magnified in really sharp, like I said, that seeing comes out of feeling. Special kind of seeing. Nothing. It's third eye seeing, yes. But it's much connected. Third eye can see and detect much. But if you really feel and live in a heart, you trust what you feel, you can see much. You can see what others don't see in themselves, but you see. It's funny. Masters feel and trust what they feel. That's why they know. That's why they get their powers developed. Like I now know if I feel somebody has pain in the right hand, they have, and I tell them, and it's immediately they say, "How do you know that?" The last time I was in the institution where I worked in for old people, and there were these workers, ladies, and I was just telling them what I feel, who has problem with children, with husband, with nobody, and they were all just, oh. I saw everything in their faces. I felt everything in their energy. And that's how I now trust myself. I train myself and I trust what I feel is true. You know, you have to trust yourself and you have to go by these feelings. You should not mind rule over your feelings, but do that. Trust that. Go after that and see that it's true and it's to be developed. And the result is no one is to be able to deceive you because you will feel the reality underneath their presentation. You will, when the unshrewd and something does not benefit for you or someone will approach you, you will feel it, you will back away. The words, pretending, and these things will no more convince you, cheat you, but you are to just smile and walk away like this. And you are to feel who really supports you, who really loves you, who really wants best for you, who loves you as you are, or who is cheating you, is pretending, wants some selfish benefit or something. You will know everything. You will feel the words, if they are true, connected with God, or they are just deceptions. You will feel lies, you will feel truths, and you will be true to yourself. In feeling, you will know everything and everyone. The fifth dimension is actually we are body of light, crystalline body. We are getting more and more. So we receive, how to say, it passes through us light, information. In 3D bodies, 3D mind, everything is dark, carbon based. We don't know anything. You just have to feel the light. The light is information, the energy that everything is projecting, everyone and everything. Information. The word is spoken, the information goes there, the energy. And you feel it. You receive that energy. In feeling, you Translate that energy, not the words spoken on the surface of third dimension, which are just the package. Fifth dimensional way of being is to feel. The fifth dimension is depth. 3 dimensions are all the sides, directions, and fourth is the astral, dreams, and fifth is the depth. And in that depth, everything is known as it is. And you receive that information from everything and everyone around you. And as you feel it, right now scientifically telling you, and as you feel it, you translate it and you know. That's scientifically means everything is known in the light, in fifth dimension. You know. Because literally everything is information, and as you receive it, as you feel it, you translate it, and you know it. And everything on the surface is just like wrapping in a package. There can be something very beautiful in a package. There can be bomb inside. You know. The package can be very ugly and disturbing, and inside can be some most beautiful flowers and gifts of love you've never seen before. That's why we have to activate our fifth dimensional senses, feeling, and we will know in our hearts for sure how it is, things as they are, deeply in the light, not as they try to present themselves to us. Like this. So, feel. Don't trust your mind, but may your mind be the instrument of your heart. May your mind trust what you feel, and don't go against the feelings in your heart. This is God telling you on the first source, you yourself from the other side of this world, telling yourself how it is. Trust your feeling, and you will see they are right, and then trust more, follow them, and you will master the feeling in such extent that everything is to be known and everyone on the light, maybe as they don't know themselves even. Like that. So, I bless you with that. We always bless others and then we bless ourselves. And I kind of have that. So bless you with to have more. And like this. Thank you for watching. I hope somebody gets some inspiration, some motivation, some clearance, some wisdom, something they need from this video. If somebody wants to support my art of the heart, art of the word that I am, I say, you are welcome in my PayPal so much. Every coin, little coin is so welcome because you help me to help more. So, feel me also, feel everyone. Some are babbling, but the reality is dark, and they speak only of the light. Some may curse a little bit, but they are pure light. What the fuck? Love has no limitations. It's the pure essence. It's the vibration. It's not something on the surface. It can be judged in labels. So you have to feel deeply. So feel deeply. Know yourself. Know others. May everything be known to you in the light of your love. Amen. Namaste. Namaste.